What's up, everybody? Mecha Ish here, and we're going to be talking about the Jakks Pacific Warcraft movie 6-inch action figure, Blackhand. Let's do it.
Step out of your world and step.
Now, finishing out our wave of the Warcraft movie 6-inch action figures by Jakks Pacific, we got here Blackhand. And let me just show you again, this dude is heavy. He is heavy, possibly heavier than Durotan. I think he is, actually. He looks bigger than Durotan. So this is a lot of meat, a lot of plastic, and I can't wait to open him up and to see what else he's, what else he got with him. But awesome. Same deal, window box packaging, which is huge. And like I said, that's heavy. Turn him to the side. You can see his big arm there. You see Warcraft, Blackhand. Turn to the back. Got a nice picture of him right there. We got Blackhand, and he has 13 points of articulation, includes removable hammer. So he's on par with the 14 points of Lothar and Durotan, so about the same. And let me tell you a little bit about his story. As war chief to Gul'dan, Blackhand is one of the Horde's most formidable warriors. Driven by cruel ambition and fueled by rage, this orc is war incarnate. Oh boy, so I'm guessing he's going to be the big bad of the movie, at least to Durotan. But yeah, let's turn to the side. Same deal. Warcraft, Blackhand. Let's open them up. Alright guys, so I just took Blackhand out of package, and I just wanted to show you guys. He's big, okay? And he's white. He's about the same height as Durotan. I'm going to do comparable shots of them later. But look what else he comes with. This big, gigantic, mean-looking hammer, okay? And he has these two extra pieces which attach to him, which I'm going to show you. So he's been hunting, and he's been getting a lot of prey, as you can see by these, I don't know what kind of animals these are, but the skeletons of those animals dressing him up. But now let me turn him around here, and I'll show you how to put this one on. See, they got little pegs, and they got holes. He has a hole on his back here, another one there, and then one in the back of the skull of this this demon horse thing. I don't know what that is. Says dragon. Anyway, let's put it on. Is this the right one? Nope, that's not the right one. This one goes here. This one goes here. Plug it right in. Oh yeah, and that plugs in securely. That is nice and snug there. I'm not worried about that popping off. Oh, that looks cool. Very cool. Now let's put the other one on. Wow. Push that in all the way. This is cool. This is so cool. I'm telling you guys right now, he has stolen my heart. This guy has just taken the cake for my favorite figure in this wave. Let's put that gigantic hammer in his Blackhand. And wow, he's strong. He can lift this heavy hammer up. Let's see. Wow. Alright, so it holds it kind of weird, but it is a big hammer. Alright, you ready, guys? Turntable of Doom. Let's go. But take a look at this massive hunk of plastic with the awesome spine of these creatures attached to his back. This is so cool. His armor, the whole look of him is awesome. This is one tough dude, and the way it seems by his story and just how he is, he seems like he's going to be one of the main antagonists in the film, opposing Durotan. But yeah, Blackhand looks sick. Let's get a more close look. Alright guys, so you saw the 360 view. This is a big hunk of plastic, and it's starting to make sense why Medivh was such crap. Okay, now Medivh was missing a lot of plastic, but when you look at Durotan and when you look at Blackhand, even Lothar, you can see where the money was spent in the terms of detailing and paint work and all of that. And all the plastic that Medivh didn't have, I think Blackhand picked up. He is a hefty guy. He is big, and he comes with these huge accessories, that big hammer, and this awesome looking skeleton of that beast that he has certainly slayed and wore as a trophy. So very, very, very cool. Let's take a more up close and personal look at Blackhand. So Going up, just look at that mean face sculpt. He is mean and nasty. And you got the beard, that sculpted beard, very big beard. You know, everything about this dude is big, right? He got his head, that is just these tusks coming out from his bottom, just like Durotan. You know, they're from the same tribe, the orcs. Look at the sculpt on this, on that skull there. Look at that. So awesome. I am in love. Again, I wish, look, that should have been painted right there. Right? You know, it's not bad though. I'm gonna let it slide. And you saw me attach these, and it just looks so cool. Oh man, can't get enough. And you know, I'm a big fan of just the big figures in general, and this is just screaming at me with awesomeness. We got the paintwork, the black and the red going on here. This is a soft pliable plastic. You can see, you remove it and you can see his chest underneath. Some more bones, of course. I mean, why not, you know? Very tribal looking guy. He got his black hand, which is like a tribal tattoo, it looks like, with the designs. You got the elbow joint flesh tone popping out there. The hinge flesh popping out. And I like the color of his skin. He got that pinkish flesh. And it's like they did the wash as such where it looks like dirt. And just like Durotan, you know, originally I thought they just screwed up with the wash. But I think in this case, with Durotan and this guy, they meant to do it so it gives that dirty look. These guys are always foraging. These guys are always battling. They're always at war. They're not going to be clean all the time. And he's just a big, mean-looking dude. I don't think he's worried about taking a shower, right? And check out the detail on that skull. Nice. He got these tusks coming out from the side, wrapped up in the black. His skirt piece is, again, a soft plastic. You got the fur, you got the bones, the teeth, all of that stuff. Probably he uses as weapons. Let's lift it up. You can see his... You got that brownish pants of his. Let me lift it up a little more so you can see. Yeah. So the brown pants underneath. This armor, which I wish was more metallic, but it gets the point across. You got this dark gray armor with the spikes. He is well fortified. And his boots, I just love the design of this guy. It looks like he stepped in those bear traps and it snapped and he just decided to wear it. Oh man. Let's take another look at that back. You got the sculpted hair going down. You got the spikes going down. They colored up his strap, connecting his shoulder piece to his waist, to his belt. You got more skulls. This guy can't have enough skulls. And let's take a better look at his hammer, right? Look at that hammer. Look at that face. That is awesome. But, you know, there's no paint job. This is just all gray going around this whole hammer. Got nice spikes going on there. It looks almost like a rocket ship. Into your face. but very cool. Let me take that off. I don't want his wrist to get hurt. That's some heavy weight he's holding. Yeah, so let's talk about the articulation. And again, he has 13 points of articulation. On par with Durotan. But, Durotan. But let me show you right here. We got very minimal head articulation. Much better than Durotan. And much better than Medivh, that's for sure. But as you can see here, just look at the point of his beard. It can go to his right, underneath his armor. Let me see, if I pick up the armor a little, I don't want to play around too much. It looks like it can detach, but it's most likely glued in, and I'm not going to mess with that. But it goes that way, and you just look at the point again. It does turn slightly to the left as well, and then it's blocked off by the armor. So there is some head movement there, which is great. Already a step ahead of Durotan. But turn him to the side. You can see his shoulders. Let's see how far up. Now that's pretty good. For this big hunk of plastic we got there that he calls a shoulder, you can see his hinge under the armpit goes all the way up, which is very impressive. And then we also have the 360 movement of his shoulder. Goes all the way around. And as you can see, as I'm fumbling around with his shoulder articulation, he also has bicep rotation, which is great. Over here you see the hinge at the elbow joint, so you got a single jointed elbow, and there is a hinge at his wrist, but be very careful with the wrist because it looks a little flimsy. You see, I'm so nervous because this is such a big piece of plastic. I'm really worried about snapping that peg off. So just be very careful. He does hinge up. Oh, that wasn't bad at all. So he does hinge up. I will still err on the side of caution. He's a big dude, but we don't want to mess around with those joints, right? So it goes up like that and it goes down. But like I said, you can see how much bigger the hand is compared to his joint, and you can see that big space there. So just be very careful. All right, now we'll move on down with the waist, and this is pretty cool. He is so big and massive, has all of this armor and all of these bones on him, and my dude can turn exceptionally well. He has great waist swivel action here. Can actually go all the way around, but I mean, you don't need to do that, but it's good to know. And you know what's really cool about this spine that he has, that I'm going to plug it back in here. See? Plug it right back. It's connected to the top of his shoulder pad to his latissimus dorsi for you guys. But the back, that back hole right there plugs right on in, like I showed you guys before. And it does not hinder the range of motion as you just saw, because it's connected at the back and the articulation is below the back. So it is able to, and these are very flexible, as you can see. So excellent. Awesome. Now let's go on down. Let's see what we got going on here under his skirt. Peekaboo. He got a little hinge going on there. You see the hinge joint there? And he has rotation. This is flexible, as you can see, but you know, it does limit the range of motion. So I don't want to, let's see how far I can get him. That's about as far as I can get him to kick, which is pretty good. Very good. I mean, Durotan's little dress was very hindering, very limiting in his articulation because it was a harder plastic. This is much more flexible, and the big guy can do some side kicking action. And there is, let me see to the front. Now we're about limited here, and in the back he has great range of motion kicking backwards, doing a mule kick. So we can get some cool running poses. Very cool. Well, digging that very much. Now we have a single jointed knee, which is, there you go. That's a, you can, this is hard to tell. Let me show you with this leg here. You can see the hinge that's already chipping. So the more you play with the joint, you know, the paint tends to chip off. So be careful, guys. But his armor prevents his knee joint from bending any further than that. But it does extend about that way. So he does have a joint, and there's a rotation there. And as you can see, this armor piece is flexible, so you can do a cool 360-degree rotation with the knee. And so good, very good range of motion there. Now with the ankles, let's go on down. Now that's annoying. Flesh of his ankle coming through his armored boots makes no sense. Dab on them. That's all you have to do is dab. We got a little ankle, not much, but that's pretty much it. You're not getting in absolutely no ankle rockers, no pivot going on there. But he has big enough feet that my dude can stand up just fine. Let's get that hammer. Oh yeah. Now here I have Durotan standing next to Blackhand. Now they're supposedly from the same tribe. They're both orcs. And just take a look at these guys. You see they're about the same height. Maybe Durotan is just a tad taller. You know, with his he got his little top knot there, which evens it out. But yeah, they're a little over 6 inches. Let me try and fit the other figures in for you so you guys can see. But yeah, Durotan and Blackhand are my favorites. Blackhand, you can see he is so much wider than Durotan. He is a big, heavy dude, and he got a lot more going on with these skulls, this heavy hammer. He got that nice axe, Durotan does, but this hammer, I think, wins. But yeah, it looks very cool together. They look awesome. Let's put Medivh. Let's throw him in there in the middle. And let's put Lothar. So, awesome, awesome, awesome. They look so good together. Glad to have this in my collection. Hopefully they improve in the quality and the paint job as if they do continue this wave. And yeah, I'm just happy to have it, you know. definitely Blackhand is my favorite, and I would have to say Durotan is number 2. But yeah, thank you so much for checking out my video on Blackhand from the upcoming Warcraft movie. This toy is brought to you by Jakks Pacific, 6-inch action figure line of the movie characters. So cool to have this in my collection. So happy to share this with you guys. And like, subscribe, comment, and share. You know what to do. Peace.